Last year, the Chargers defense dominated the Dolphins. And since they're rematching in week 1, I figured I might as well go back and see how the Chargers can replicate that performance. And now, while I pull up this film, make sure to like and subscribe. If you do enjoy this content, it helps me out so much. And now, let's get to the film room. First play that I want to show you guys, Tyreek Hill is such a weapon. We're going to have him in motion to the top of the screen, and Drue Tranquill is lined up with him, so he's passing him off to Kenneth Murray, and then Kenneth Murray says, hell no, I am not guarding Tyreek Hill. He passes him off immediately to Alohi Gilman. Now, Kenneth Murray is left with this running back in the flat, Raheem Mostert. We have this receiver going over the middle, crosser with Michael Davis in coverage, and Nasir Adderley, the single high safety over deep, so he's got to pick up this crosser. We also have Drue Tranquill and Asante Samuel Jr. trying to take away the middle of the field, which is the primary thing the Chargers defense was trying to do in this game. But let's take this back so we can see Tyreek Hill had this huge head start to get into full speed, exploding into his route, and now he's at probably 30 freaking miles an hour. The cheetah against Alohi Gilman, not a really fast safety, but good enough to run with him and get the freaking pass breakup on this one, man. Absolutely beautiful defensive play by Alohi Gilman, but you can also argue that this ball was underthrown by Tua. You can see right here, Tyreek Hill, if this ball is thrown about right here where he can run into this catch, this would have been a big gain for the Dolphins. Dolphins really like to pass the ball over the middle of the field, and you can see it in their play design. We have this tight end coming across the screen with a pulling guard and the running back going to the opposite side of the field. So this is going to create all this motion to both sidelines. We're using the full football field here, trying to get these linebackers away from the middle of the field, which it works. So Tua has a window to throw here to Jaylen Waddle, who is lined up one-on-one in man coverage with Michael Davis, but Michael Davis is so good, he breaks up that pass. And if I play this back, you can see exactly how this play is designed to clear out the middle of the field. Kenneth Murray coming up on a blitz, but we have Drue Tranquill on this, I think that's a tight end, and then we have Alohi Gilman on the running back. They're both having to respect their assignments and clear that middle of the field. Opens up that little window for Jaylen Waddle. Incomplete because of the play by Michael Davis. And also, we did not have J.C. Jackson, Joey Bosa, or Derwin James in this game, and we still only allowed like 219 total yards. It is so obvious that the Dolphins head coach is really good at drawn up route concepts. This one is a zone beater. You can see Jaylen Waddle from the outside going right up the field. Tyreek Hill close to the inside doing a little hook, and then he's going to sneak behind this defensive back that's Jasir Taylor and try to get that catch, but it's an inaccurate pass by Tua, because if we look at this line of scrimmage, we have Kyle Van Noy and Khalil Mack on a stunt move, and it works so beautifully, pressuring Tua Tagovailoa. And you can see how this route concept is designed really well to just have Tyreek Hill sneak behind this defender who was initially guarding Jaylen Waddle. And also, I want you to look at every single Chargers player right here. They're all focusing, their body is angled towards the middle of the field because they don't want to allow anything on the inside. They're trying to force Tua to throw past the numbers because they don't respect his arm strength. And right here, good pressure, good team defense by the Chargers, and also really good defensive game plan by Brandon Staley so far. Just another quick shout out, man, to Michael Davis, the cornerback, lined up in man coverage on Tyreek Hill, and he does a great job at sticking onto him and breaking up this pass so he can't complete the catch, man. Really good play by Michael Davis, and we're going to need that against Tyreek Hill in this game. We got J.C. Jackson back too, by the way. Now the Dolphins are going to be in 3rd and 9 situation right here. Tyreek Hill and Jaylen Waddle running these little curl routes just to get past that first down marker. He's going to sit in a tiny little soft spot in the zone coverage right here. Tua has already thrown this ball before he's even breaking on the route. Tyreek Hill jumps up, makes that catch in traffic. You just throw to your elite players in situations like this and try to allow them to make a play. Again, what I want to show you, and what I really want to stress here, is every single Chargers defender, the way their body is positioned to face the inside of the field. They're really trying not to allow throws like this to happen. But Tua Tagovailoa has great timing on this throw, great anticipation, and Tyreek Hill, one of the best wide receivers in the league, they're going to be making catches like this sometimes, even when you have great defenders doing the best that they can. Look at all of this commotion going on in the backfield for the Dolphins. You can see this line is moving towards the left with this play action fake run towards the left. We have Tyreek Hill coming down in motion, and we have our linebacker Kenneth Murray underneath in zone coverage right here with Michael Davis over the top. This is where Tua's first read is wanting to go. He notices Kenneth Murray, so this is a good read by Tua to not throw it there and dump it off to Tyreek Hill, coming up from that top side of the line of scrimmage down the field. And you can see how freaking fast Kenneth Murray reads and diagnoses this. Look, boom, immediately goes down to Tyreek Hill. And if he is not there and Tyreek didn't slip, this would have possibly been a big play. It would have been Alohi, Gilman in a one-on-one. And really, Nasir Adderley probably not making that tackle. If he gets past Alohi Gilman, this would have been a big explosive play. Kenneth Murray had probably his best game of the season against the Dolphins, and he's playing fast and physical. Hopefully he's going to have a breakout year this year too, because a lot of people are saying he's playing well in training camp. Bro, I just bolted up from this play. I'm sorry. In another 3rd and long situation, Mike McDaniels has this bunch of wide receivers running verticals all the way down the field. At the top of the screen is Jaylen Waddle one-on-one against Michael Davis in man coverage, and Alohi Gilman, the safety, is not giving that man any help whatsoever. This is just an island, Michael Davis island at the top of the screen. And also we have this outlet pass just in case things get funky. Tua is going to throw this ball in traffic with these two linebackers able to pick that ball off. Kenneth Murray gets in front of it before Drew Tranquill. You can see he's diving in the air for that one if Kenneth Murray cannot grab it. He actually gets both of his hands on it and drops the pick. That would have been a huge play for Kenneth Murray, but it's an incomplete pass, and you can see they're already getting into his head with all of these guys in the middle. You can see 3 wide receivers for the Dolphins, and this is the first down marker right here, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, really 6 players that would be in contention for getting a ball that is thrown in this clump. Really just great play design by the Chargers on defense. And on the Dolphins side of things, someone who might not play is left tackle Terron Armstead. Here he is against Kyle Van Noy, and oof. Well, Kyle Van Noy is not on the team anymore, but Terron Armstead, if he can't go, the backup Kendall Lamb, who's not a very good backup, you know, Terron Armstead hasn't been playing. He only played in 5 practices last year, but he played in a bunch of games, and he got hurt in joint practices against the Texans, I believe. It was like the very first joint practice, but he's probably going to be out there just being held out of practice, and it's not a good look for him to let up this sack against Kyle Van Noy. And we got some dogs out there. Joey Bosa was not even playing in this game. We have Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack. And yeah, Morgan Fox, who also had a great game against the Dolphins last year. Woo! Here's a good play from Terron Armstead, the left tackle. We got Trent Sherfield, the wide receiver, in motion to this side. And he's not on the Dolphins anymore, so this would be like Braxton Berrios for this season. And we have 1, 2, 3 offensive linemen going downfield to this side, and we have a pulling guard and tight end coming over with Tua handing this ball off. And Kenneth Murray drifts over here because he's got to stay honest in case Tua keeps this ball on a QB keeper, because we already saw Trent Sherfield go over to this side of the field, and this is going to leave Terron Armstead with the one-on-one matchup against the linebacker, pushes him deep down the field. Drew Tranquill got pushed way off the spot, and that is a big gain for Jeff Wilson, who is still running on this play. Man, check it out from this angle, and you can see, keep an eye on Terron Armstead. He's going to have a really good block on the linebacker, seal him off, run right behind him for a huge gain for the Dolphins. Jeff Wilson's not going to play in this game, but Raheem Mostert, Devin Achane, and Salvin Ahmed are all going to be playing in the backfield. They got a really good backfield. The Dolphins really have not been able to run the ball this entire game. We got another receiver in motion towards the bottom of the screen, and we're just going to run this ball up towards the top. Terron Armstead, our left tackle, is going to block Austin Johnson, and it's going to allow the cutback lane to open up because we got this tight end blocking the linebacker, and we have our fullback just basically diving at the legs of Khalil Mack, hoping and praying that he's able to get a block. Khalil does a good job of just poof, bouncing off of that like he's avoiding a takedown in the UFC, and Jasir Taylor comes up and gets a good tackle at about the line of scrimmage right here. This is good run defense all around. Kenneth Murray gets blocked by the tight end. Jasir Taylor is able to immediately see this cutback by the running back and commit to this side of the field and not allow any yardage on this play. Also, you can see if Jasir Taylor wasn't there, Alohi Gilman, you're not touching this man until about 5 yards down the field. So good run defense by Jasir Taylor and Khalil Mack. The Dolphins almost got the Chargers on this play. Jaylen Waddle in motion towards the top of the screen, and we have all these offensive linemen committing to the right side and a fake handoff to the running back, as well as I think it was a fake handoff to Jaylen Waddle too. So two fake handoffs on this play going towards the right side, and Tyreek Hill, the wide receiver at the top of the line of scrimmage, is lined up against Asante Samuel Jr., and Kenneth Murray is going towards this side of the field to respect the running back and Jaylen Waddle towards the top of the screen, as Jaylen Waddle is bootlegging back towards the bottom, and Tyreek Hill is running towards the bottom. That's where his route is going. Asante Samuel Jr. is on him. Boom, smacks right into Kenneth Murray. So now that leaves Tyreek Hill on nobody. Good thing that Drew Tranquill didn't fall for this two fake handoffs at the top of the screen right here, because Tyreek Hill would have been wide open on this play. And also, good thing Khalil Mack is getting pressure on Tua, because can you imagine if Drew Tranquill wasn't here to pick up Tyreek Hill and he's wide open because these two collided? And also, if Khalil Mack is not getting pressure on this play, bro, Tyreek Hill would have had another long touchdown in this game. So more really interesting play design for the Dolphins. Mike Gesicki in motion towards the bottom, and we have Tyreek Hill on this route. He's just going to go right towards the outside, and now we're going to have Mike Gesicki go towards the inside. So it's going to force these two defensive backs for the Chargers, Nasir Adderley and Jasir Taylor, to commit to Tyreek Hill, because obviously he's an elite weapon. The man is a cheetah. And we have Asante Samuel Jr. committing to the tight end, going towards the middle of the field. So this leaves Jaylen Waddle one-on-one with the deep safety Alohi Gilman, and if Tua threw this ball to Jaylen Waddle towards the numbers right here, or even further towards the sideline, this would have been maybe a touchdown for Jaylen Waddle. He just would have had to outrun Alohi Gilman for that ball. Instead, it is an incomplete pass, as Asante Samuel Jr., boom, is able to smack that thing off of Mike Gesicki's stupid hands. But Tua, if he had the arm to throw this ball, which maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, I don't know. But if he read this and threw this to Jaylen Waddle, this very well could have been trouble for the Chargers. Now we got trips on the left side, and we have Cedric Wilson in the backfield. He's going to motion towards the bottom of the screen. That's going to bring Alohi Gilman a little bit closer to this side of the field, which is exactly what the Dolphins want. One-on-one matchup with Tyreek Hill. Just throw it up to him. Michael Davis in coverage. He slips and falls, and that is it for Tua Tagovailoa and Tyreek Hill getting a deep touchdown. They're really only deep touchdown of this entire game. You can see this ball is thrown a little bit weird by Tua. If you can see how he just leaves his arm out there, like he didn't fully go through with the pass, but Tua, anyway, he can get that there for a touchdown. You let him do it, but Michael Davis just trips on his own feet. Would have loved to see him contend for that ball if he didn't fall, but this is the explosiveness that the Dolphins offense has with Tyreek Hill and Jaylen Waddle. You have to account for it. Another thing that you have to account for on this Dolphins offense is Tua Tagovailoa's ability to run the football. He's going to be under pressure here off this right side by Khalil Mack, and Tua just steps up in the pocket. Now he has this huge lane to run through because the pass rushing lane was lost by Khalil Mack going way on the outside. He just runs up the field, gets a first down, and then he's going to slide so that he doesn't take a big hit. That is exactly what you want your quarterback to do in a situation like that. I'm expecting the Dolphins offensive line to be Terron Armstead, Isaiah Wynn, I think, at left guard, Connor Williams, Robert Hunt, and then Austin Jackson at right tackle from USC. But also, Morgan Fox is going to be dominating because he had one of the best games of the season against the Dolphins. Beautiful swim move right there. Don't forget, we're adding Joey Bosa and Derwin James possibly coming in on blitzes. And don't forget about the ascension of Chris Rumph, absolutely ball rushing and knocking Terron Armstead down on his back on this play. And he has improved so much this season. Oh, bro, I just bolted up so hard. So that's the film, man, from week 14. And both of these teams are pretty similar from their rosters this past season. So that's why I think this film is still relevant right now. If you want to see the film breakdown I did on Daiyan Henley, you can click right here, bro. If you want to see Elijah Dotson, you can click right here. Either of these two, you can't go wrong.